Well, it is deja vu indeed. It's a year on and we're back for Revival 2018. Same hotel room, same view, lovely day again. And I'm going to head on down now to join the queue for early entry at 9:30. So looking forward to a good show this year. It's expanded double the size apparently from what I've heard. Hopefully there'll be a few more traders there. Hopefully early doors might be able to play a few old classic games. So that's the plan, to head on down to Revival 2018 and see what it's got this year.
Yeah, you cut over this. Buy the games, Dana. Buy the games. Buy the games. We want to move right back to the place.
Well, it's Revival 2018. We've had a look around. It's really good show this year, double the size I'd say, loads of traders, lots of machines to play on, but it's just damn busy in there at the moment. So I'm here with Bad Fuck Up UK.
Oh, fellow fuckers.
And we're going to head on down, hopefully he'll be open. We're going to go down to Old School Gaming in Brierley Hill. He's just had an injection of some like 200 Mega Drive games. So we're going to go and see if he's got anything, or some cheap Master System fodder. So it's a lovely day. Let's get on down to Brierley Hill and see whether he's got anything for me. So here we are, we just stopped at the services, a few mile outside from Brierley Hill, old school gaming, and it's a lovely day. Don't know where we are, but some services, well, some garage anyway. Our team stocks up on petrol, so let's see what old school gaming have got. Okay, we're just coming into Brierley Hill then on the high street, and old school gaming's coming up somewhere on the left. I'll just show it you on the camera. If I can spot it, you'll see it somewhere coming up just past this, probably this scaffolding maybe.
Yeah, it's just past.
We're just going to hit a red light, but yeah, it's just past the Mecca on the left, I believe.
Opposite Top Crust Sandwich Bar.
Lovely day in Brierley Hill. Just got to find somewhere to park in a minute.
Dixie chicken.
Yeah, the light's changing, so it should just be coming up on the left. Let's take a little squeeze.
It's directly left now.
There he is, Old School Gaming. You can see it there, so we're just going to find somewhere to park now. We're going to head on to the shop. Okay, so we just left Old School Gaming, a few pickups there, which I'll tell you about at the end of the video. Still a lovely day, we're going to head on back to Revival 2018.
Ryu's starting to make a fight back now, but Ken was just too much for him. First round to Ken. Come on, Ryu. No bias here at all. Retro Lords, it's... Come on, Ryu! Oh. Ken wins. So that's Jay through. Told beat the number one. Through to the second round. Charlie and Peter.
Okay, so we're back from, well, I'm back from Revival 2018 and Generation X. And I've got to say, it was a superb weekend. It was my favourite show for a long, long time. The whole crack of the weekend, the staying over in the hotel, the meeting the people. It was just, I've not enjoyed a show like that for a long, long time. Basically, went down on the Friday night straight from work with my fiance, and we stopped over at the hotel right next to the venue. Had a meal there. It was okay. Had a few drinks, probably more than a few, and saw a few familiar faces there. Of course, 2TUK was there. There's a few. Obviously, you got the Revival crew like Spencer Guest. A few of the others there whose names I don't know, but I know the faces. The Retro Lords were there, and of course Dave Perry, like last year, was there. Great to see Dave again. Have a quick chat at the bar. In fact, I had several chats with Dave on and off over the weekend. I know he's a busy bloke. Don't want to hassle him too much, but he's really approachable. He's a really nice guy, and he always makes time for you even when he's busy, which is great. So of course I saw Dave on the Friday, and then we went down to Revival on the Saturday morning about 9:30. Early entry. Had a good look around. I've got to be honest, it was virtually double in size this time, and it was much better. I really wished I could have. I really wished I'd spent some time playing some games. I tend to go around looking for the traders first, and I can meet up with a friend, and then of course you do a few things. You don't get around to doing everything you want to do, but I've got to say it was really good. I preferred it this year. All the arcade machines in the other room, with there was even a DJ and a band playing on the stage, which was great. And in the normal room, of course, you had the stage with the Retro Lords, the bar. There's a bar in the other room as well. And you had like some of your old setups, and of course traders in there. And your traders in both rooms. It was more traders, more games. I've got to say it was the best Revival I've been to. Really pleased, really something for everybody. And to be honest, you could even get on a few of the machines because there was more and it was spread out. You could actually get on machines. There was actually machines free, believe it or not. I'm gutted I didn't get to play Bomb Jack. Got to say, very, very impressed. Really good to see loads of old 8-bit stuff there, and not just 16-bit stuff and that. Very, very impressive show. I've got a lot of pickups to get through, so I'm not going to talk too much more about the show as such. But after the show on the Saturday, we did actually watch the FA Cup final. There was a group of us in the bar, which was great fun. I chatted to a few guys whose names eluded me, so I'm really sorry. The guy that was keeping my seat, the other one that spoke to. Tootie's mate that I spoke to at the after party thing, which was late in the evening. We watched the FA Cup basically, and then we went to the sort of like an after party at Bescot, where we had a sort of a curry and a few drinks. One of the rooms was open. The room with the main arcade machines wasn't open, so there wasn't a lot to do there for a long time. But it was a nice little bit of extra tooth, for a couple of hours. So had that. It was nice to have a chat, of course, with Cybersnake and of course Cajones Deloro. Me and him had a nice little chat in the bar later on. So it was a cracking weekend, and I'm still coming down from it, to be honest. But And also, forgot to mention, I did meet up with Bad Fuck Up UK in the day. We did have a wander around and go off site to Old School Gaming in Brightliel. So my head's just all over the place at the moment. So we did that, and then Tim unfortunately had to go off somewhere. So I went back to the show and hung around with some guys. So I'm going to go through the pickups because there's quite a lot of them. Otherwise I'm going to be here all night. So the first stall I went to, I think it was I don't know if it was Retro GT or something like that. He had and it's good to see this at this show. It's good to see vendors that don't rip people off. You can see a lot of Master System games, Mega Drive games, even ones that aren't worth a lot of money, going for like 8, 5, 10, 8 quid each. It's crazy, to be honest. But this guy was superb. I've tested them all their work. I got 9 games from him for I can't believe how cheap it was. I got 9 games for £12. That's 9 Sega Master System games for just £12, all boxed and complete. Okay, they're not mint, they're not in the best condition, some of them, but 9 games for 12 quid. I mean, it's just brilliant. So, in no particular order, I'm going to show you Pit Fighter. There's always a favourite of mine on the Mega Drive, of course, Pit Fighter. I have actually played this since the weekend, and it's terrible on the Master System. I've got to be honest. The next one was Action Fighter. Obviously they're complete. Some of the boxes are a bit battered, but 9 games for 12 quid, you can't really complain at all, can you? World Class Leaderboard. The next one is The Ninja. A lot of them very common titles, as you'd expect for the price paid, but really, I mean, what do you expect for the money? Okay, they're all complete. They don't need to be mint. They're very rarely going to be mint this day and age. Next one is a bit of a boxing one. Heavyweight Champ. Favourite of mine back in the day on the Mega Drive, Sonic 2. Three more to go in the 9-game pickle. The original Sonic 1. As you can see, some of the manuals start to come out. The cases aren't the best, but I'm not complaining at all. The next one, the box is a bit battered actually, to be honest, but I had to pick it up. It's the Lucky Dime Caper Donald Duck. Manual struggling stain, but complete. And the last one is Trivial Pursuit. So there you go. I was really pleased. I thought it was a cracking start to Revival, and I got 9 games for £12. What I'm actually doing is I'm building up a little Master System collection on the cheap again. I've actually got something like 25 games now. I've only paid 50 quid. So I'm averaging £2 a game or thereabouts, which is, in this day and age, is a miracle. But anyway, we went on, when I met up with Bad Fuck Up UK, I showed him obviously what I picked up. He's quite impressed. Just see another little Master System pick up at a stall now. I don't know, I've never collected any of these before, but I know you don't see them very often. It's a Master System card, and it was My Hero, the Sega card. The instructions are at the back there somewhere, and there you go. He didn't seem to know what he wanted for it. He looked on eBay and he said £8. It's probably more than I wanted to pay, because I've never collected one of these before. What I did is, and I overpaid on these, I've got to be honest. These are, I love these, and back in the day on the Spectrum. School days and back to school. Now there were, I think it was £4 and £5, which is, I think it's very doubly overpriced. I think so. It was 9 quid plus the 8 quid for this. So I said, can you do the 3 for 15? So I thought, you know, add it to the Master System collection, get these couple of games that you wanted. So 15 quid. I didn't mind spending a little bit more on that because I had such a good deal on the Master System. Right, I also picked up a few more little specky goodies during the show. Can't even remember how much I paid for these, but this was a freebie in a lucky dip. To be fair, the guy was really great. This is Bronx Street Cop. He was really great. He just got me to fill in a form to sign up to a mailing list, and said pick your game. You can keep picking until you want something. This is the first game I picked out for nothing. I know it's not, it's worth peanuts. And I did try and get have another few picks, but in the end I ended up going back to this. So cheers for that. And the other ones were, this was including my revival goodie bag, which is VU-3D. Presume it's there, yes, Sinclair's ZX Spectrum. Looks okay. And these are the two pickups I think were one of Tootie's mates at a store. I think they were 50p or a pound each. There was Boxing Manager that me and Tim had some great fun on one of the previous road trips. I don't know if we recorded it, but it was such a good laugh. Terrible game, but such good fun. That's Boxing Manager. And I think I might already have this, but I love this game back in the day. It was a little bit ahead of its time for the Spectrum. First Division Manager. And it was absolutely hours of fun. You actually felt like you were managing a football team. I'd say, apart from Multiplayer Soccer Manager, that was probably one of, and Football Manager, of course, that was one of the best. And I'm sort of knackering up one of the boxes here, not sure what I'm doing, but there we go. So those are the pickups. So we're getting to the last few now. So at that point, you know, me and Tim like to do a little jaunt off site. We went down to Old School Gaming in Brierley Hill, who I know has had 200 Mega Drive games, and he had some rare Aussie ones like Fatal Fury 2, Echo Junior, and he also had Pirates of the Dark Water. Now we went there, he's got his game, he knew he's not going to let him get cheap. He got Fatal Fury 2, which is worth about, I think, 1,200 quid. I'm not going to buy that. Who's going to spend 1,200 quid? I just haven't got that kind of money. I'm not going to collect the, as I've keep saying, I've probably said in my recent videos, I'm not collecting Aussie. Why would I want to collect Aussie when I'm based in the UK? All I ever wanted when I started out was UK PAL. So that's what I'm going to stick to. You know, I might have a few Euros in that were released over here. I'm not going to go for the Aussies. I just haven't got the money. I haven't got £300 odd for Echo Junior, whether that commands. But he got 2 copies of Echo Junior. He'd got Fatal Fury 2, and he'd also got Pirates of Dark Water in the cabinet. Now, he wants 225 quid for it, which I know people are telling me is the going rate, but I just think it's a lot of money. I know it's quite rare. I would have done 150 at a push, but I'm not going to get to 225, not at this point. So I said what was the bet, what would realistically be the best that he'd sell it for anyway, and he said he wouldn't go no lower than 215. So you know, there wasn't even a 10% discount. I know it's people are going to slate me, and I know it's probably worth that money in this day and age, but no, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, I'd look at his 200 games he's got on the shelf. He'd got a very, very good collection, to be fair. He'd actually got a repro. We spotted days before Christmas, which I think was an Aussie, but it was clearly a repro. He was selling it. I even mentioned, we got a repro here, and he said, yeah, it's 20 quid or something. But I did actually find a Mega Drive pickup, believe it or not. Yes, a Mega Drive pickup. And I combined it in with 2 Master System games to get the 3 for 45 quid. So I'm going to quickly show you the Master Systems, which are Teddy Boy. Again, instruction manuals all seem to keep falling out of these boxes, don't they? The next one was Pro Wrestling. I mean, he had quite a lot of Master System games. He kept saying they're all cheap, but when I picked a couple up, he said, oh, that's not so cheap. And I couldn't get to them easily because they were behind the counter, and I just couldn't get. If they were more readily available on the show, then I probably would have picked up a few more. But anyway, this one was... he wanted 40 quid for it, so I had the 2 Master System games plus this for 45. It is Adam's Family Values. It's not the rarest of Mega Drive games, but it's eluded me for a long, long time. In very, very good condition. That's Adam's Family Values. So I went back to, like I say, back to Revival, and we'd been umming and ahhing. I'd seen this game that I've only ever seen once before that I need for the collection. And I'd only ever seen it in Affleck's in Manchester, and this is a few years ago. It was £150 then, which, although you don't see it, was I think 50 quid overpriced at the time. But this was mainly the reason I didn't buy Pirates of the Dark Water as well, because I wanted to get this one at Revival, and it was from, I can't remember the name of the store now. It's the one as you went in left. I've not even got the sticker on the box now. It's the one as you went in left to Revival, and I can't remember, but he had loads of big hitters. He had Alien Soldier, which was £250, which later went. He had, I think, one of the Spider-Man, either Venom or Separation Anxiety, I think it might have been, or one of the animated ones. He had like a couple of copies of Time Killers. You know, I've got Time Killers, I've just sold Alien Soldier, unfortunately I've got to get it back. I sold my copy of Alien Soldier in Virtual Box, I want to upgrade them. So of course that put me 2 down on the collection, but this one I needed to get. this is a sort of a turning point for me in the collection, because I'm sort of doubting what I'm doing at the moment, because it's a lot of money. I need to clear some debts. But yes, I did buy it. It was £140, but with a 10% discount took it down to 126, and I got another quid knocked off. It's 125 quid. It is the going rate for it. You don't see it very often, and it is Saturday Night Slam Masters by Capcom. It's not mint, but it's not bad. A big hitter for me, really. It's another one off the list. So that's it for the pickup. So when you take that into the equation, obviously, like I say, I sold Alien Soldier and Virtual Bart recently. Virtual Bart wasn't in great condition. Alien Soldier, I just needed the money at the time for something. And there was a bit of damage to the car and manual. So I know I'm going to have to get that back at more money at some point, but we'll deal with that when it comes. I'm now down to, I believe, I'm 100% on this, and I should be. I did do a list. I think I'm down to 13 Sega Mega Drive PAL games, and I would have been 11 if I hadn't sold the other two recently. So I'm down to 13 games. Okay, you can say, oh, you're not buying the Aussies, but that's my choice. It's my collection. I only ever wanted UK PAL. Why would I be stupid and spend £1,500 on Aussie games or more when I haven't got the money? So that's my justification. I'm going for UK PAL. So in that collection, or UK/Euro PAL, in that collection, I only need 13 games now. I'd have to count them up, but I've got something like 520 odd games, I think. I'm not 100%, but definitely over 500. So we're down to 13. Right, that's pretty much it. I've waffled too long. I'm just uploading my previous road trip video as I speak, which should be on there before you see this one. So that's pretty much it from me. It was, like I say, to sum it all up, I want to thank you people. I want to thank Craig Turner and his Revival team for making it, putting so much effort into that event. I know it takes a lot of people's times. It was the best Revival for a long, long time. I want to say thanks to Dave Perry again for your chats. Good to see Tootie again, and Conis Deloro, nice to talk to you. Cyber Snake, a few of the other guys, like I said, the guy who kept the chair for me at the bar when we were watching the FA Cup final. And yeah, I think that Tim again, bad fuck up again for taking me to old school. Of course, we're going on another road trip with him in a few weeks' time. And that's pretty much it. Just one of the suggestions I wanted to make for Revival. I know Dave Perry was doing his Games Animal TV. Now, he was, from what I could see, he was put away right at the back of the event in a side room. I personally think he should be on the main stage, but I can understand why he wasn't on there, because the Retro Lords do that. So I can, it's getting the balance right, isn't it? But I think he may have been put on the main stage day for the final, but I missed it. I don't know where I was. I was there till pretty much late on, so I was gutted about that. But yeah, it just seemed to be lacking something in the main area, really. It was the same old Super Street Fighter tournament thing, which I think was done last year. So I just think maybe a few, I know it's an easy one to do, but I just think maybe a few new games, maybe a football game or something, but obviously that'll probably take too long, don't they? But anyway, that's just my suggestions. It was a cracking show. I'm waffling again. I'm going to go and chill out now. But thanks for watching the video, and here's to Revival 2019. Adios, YouTubers.